Yep. Yes, indeed. Bossland. And we got the infamous Bullet in the house. What's up, Bullet?
What it do, man? How you living today, brother?
Man, I'm living all right. I'm living good, bro. Yeah. Looking forward to this game.
Man, you and me both. Because listen, Dallas Cowboys, man, there's a path forward to where they can get back on track and, everything can be forgiven. But it got to start right now, man. Like the Dallas Cowboys, they want to go anywhere of importance this year. They got to win the next two. Like by default, the Jets and the Panthers are must-win games for the Dallas Cowboys, man. Because, mathematically, you're not eliminated from playoff contention, but looking at your schedule going forward, having a lot tougher competition, if you can't even beat the Jets or the Panthers, then who are you really, man? You know what I'm saying? This is going to be really two games to show what you really made of, man.
Yeah. And I think this is a sneaky hard game. I watched them. See, this game is sneaky, man, because this team ain't a quit team. They don't quit. So the thing that was kind of, what I kept seeing with them is they rallied back hard in the fourth quarter. And so, Coach Marv say this a lot. And a lot of people say this a lot, that teams take on the spirit of their head coach. And you can see it. So if you look close and you really watch this team, this is not a team to think just because their record is 0-4 that we should take them for granted. Another thing that I saw about this team, that if you fall asleep, they will rally. They will. So this is not a given, man. Like, everybody go always circle the Dallas Cowboys, man, every time.
And for more context, man, the last time the Dallas Cowboys played an 0-4 Jet team, they lost.
Right.
That was the 2019 season. We were 3-2. We just knew we were gonna win that game. And that's the game where Sam Darnold had hit. I guess it's Robin Chosen now. He hit him for like a 90-yard touchdown.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's already happened to the Dallas Cowboys before. So there's everything Boss is saying is true. Like, we went and played a winless Jets team in MetLife Stadium. We were clearly the better team
and lost.
We dropped the game. Yeah, we lost. In embarrassing fashion.
Yep. So, and this one tougher.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a tougher opponent. Real quick, just want to let everybody know that today's stream is brought to you by Sleeper. And the Sleeper app is where you can go for a Hail Mary on your Sleeper picks and win up to 100 times your money. Use promo code BCS and Sleeper will 100% match your first deposit up to $100 instantly.
Dollar for dollar?
Dollar for dollar, bro.
Ooh, can't beat that.
Yep. Dollar for dollar, big dog. All right, man. So we waiting on my boy Landlord. While we waiting on him, we got some different topics we can discover. The hot topic that's going around obviously is Blue. I want to kind of start with that. Is now Blue is being talked about as potentially having his debut. So,
man, I'm not thrilled or anything like that. I just want closure to this shit. Cause we've been hearing about nothing but Blue since he got drafted here to the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Like, either go out there and show me, that everybody was wrong about you for doubting you, or go out there and show me that they were right to have your ass sitting on the bench looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But either way, I want a resolution to this. I get tired of folks bringing up Blue name. I have not heard people talk about a 5th round pick this much in my life.
Baby boy Blue.
Boy, Denny had the nerve to have the blue Louis Vuitton cleats on today at practice. Like, boy.
Ah, man.
Like, listen, he hard with it, but damn, you ain't even took a... All right, man.
I love it.
All right.
Shout out to everybody, man. What's going on?
What's good with you, Lane?
Yeah, it's a lot of optimism
I think I know why. I think the reason why is because he played at UT. He played at Texas. We are a Texas-based team. There's a lot of Texas fans, and they rooting for him. And we do know he got a nice skill set that would complement this team. We don't know if he's capable of doing it, but we know what he's capable of. We don't know if he's capable of complementing the team, but we know what he can do. So I guess that's the mystique that's behind Jaydon Blue right now. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't really care where it come from. I don't think the Turpin runs really worked out, but we do need some speed behind this line though. We do need to see that. I'm sorry. Like I always been a fan of change of pace backs. When it comes to running backs, my theory is if you ain't got to do it all, you need to find you a guy that can be that wrecking ball. We got that with Javonte Williams, and then you need to change the pace back. But we don't have that. So we need to find us a change of pace back, and we're going to rock with Williams like this.
Yeah. And I'm not even sure if he's a true change of pace back, to be honest.
Jaydon Blue?
Yeah.
With the speed? That's sad then.
No. This is what I mean. When you a change of pace back, we gonna really use you as a back. I think he's more of a gadget back. And that's how he was used at UT. So it's almost like we got expectations like he gonna come in there and he gonna get him 10 to 12, right? And he really gonna be like Turpin, which is gonna be 4, 3. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm expecting. I'm not expecting nothing. And I don't think even throughout his whole first year, I don't think he gonna be a guy that touched the ball 10 times. I think we got a dream about Blue that's not real, to be honest.
So you don't even think he can become that kind of guy like Tony did? Because Tony was kind of used the same way. Tony was all around kind of guy. He caught passes. He really was more of a slot. But then he got to the NFL and learned how to run between the tackles. So you don't see that's a skill set that he can acquire, or do you think?
I think it's possible.
I think it's possible, but Tony Pollard was a better prospect. Like Tony Pollard got drafted a whole round earlier than he did, dog. Like
yeah,
even Tony Pollard coming
like that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying, from the standpoint of, I ain't gonna say Jaydon Blue or nothing like that, but
you will, because you bullet. So yeah.
But I'm just saying, I ain't trying to hit none of that bullshit right now about no Jaydon Blue, baby Blue.
See that
boy, baby Blue from. Man. But
I mean, I understand the mystique behind it. I think it's just the longing for us to see some speed behind this line. That's something that Javonte Williams can't do. Like, he can do a lot, and I like what he brings to the table. I'm starting to call, if he keep this up, I'm gonna be on his team. But I started calling 3-3. That's a young boy home, but he reminded me of a killer right now. So I ain't gonna lie, I like him. I like what he brings to the table because I believe he kind of catapulting a different look and feel to the Dallas Cowboys. We always been looked at as soft. If you watch him run, ain't no way you gonna say this a soft team.
Who?
You know what I'm saying?
Williams?
Yes.
Yeah, he run hard.
Yeah.
You can't. Ain't nothing but physicality in the way he run. Go ahead.
Nah, you good, brother. You good. Only thing I was gonna say is I understand why people want the speed and athleticism of Jaydon Blue, but dog, we're talking about a running back that had vision problems. He didn't see the hole well. So if you're fast, you can't find the hole. What are you really? If you go fumble the ball,
a gadget guy like Boss said.
Yeah. If you go fumble the ball when you touch it. Can I even trust you to put you out there for a prolonged period of time? He had fumbling issues. He had vision issues. He had consistency issues. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. Like raw athletic ability, he got that. Can he really play the running back position at a high level? And the answer to this point has been no. Like they ain't looking at him like that at Texas. Like everybody, listen, the same way he gonna get on the field right now as a Dallas Cowboy is the same way he got on the field at Texas. A whole bunch of other folks had to get injured to have a need for him to even be required to be on the field. It took an injury to Javonte Turpin and to Miles Sanders for him to even be considered being activated. And Devontae Turpin ain't no damn running back. He's gonna be activated because they might need an extra special teams guy, and they might handle the ball one or two times. That is it.
Yeah.
Could he be the reason your number one receiver kind of hurt? Could he be kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because they was looking for a different skill set in that backfield. That's why they put CeeDee back though. You know what I'm saying? I know he always do runs because, you know, I got film talking about that solo. Like, he's a running, he has that in his bag. But at the same time, I don't think that's a get CeeDee more involved thing. I think that's more of a desire to have a different skill set in the backfield. What y'all think about that?
I think
is it either which one you think it is, boss?
I think
you got the question.
I think we was copying the wrong thing. I think we saw Debo using the backfield with San Fran, so we wanted to copy that because even last year CeeDee put some arm on him, right, in preparation to be in the backfield, and they talked about that. I hated it. I'm on record. I always hated it. It never gonna make sense to me. It's why you go take your wide receiver with that type of frame and put him in the backfield, even though it works. It does work, and it works with Turpin too.
About 10 yards of carry.
Yeah, it worked with Turpin too. It's just kind of like a risk reward thing.
Risk reward thing. I get it. All right, but what if that's one of the things that CeeDee Lamb campaigned for when he was making no offers?
It looked like CD did want that too. To your point.
This translates through three different coordinators because he had rushing attempts of the Kellen Moore.
Yep.
He had rushing attempts of the Mike McCarthy. Now he got rushing attempts, underneath Shoddy and Clayton Adams. So it seems like something that CeeDee Lamb don't mind doing, and he just want to touch the ball. So,
yep, I agree. I think you hit that dead on the head, bro.
But I also agree with your point, man. Like, sometimes you got to protect your player from themselves. So motherfuckers think they can do anything.
Yeah.
Especially with all these young players, with all this testosterone, where they think they can be anything. But
yeah, and he dope. CeeDee Lamb dope with the ball in his hands. Like,
I was about to say,
he dope.
It might stem from him in Oklahoma doing all the yak stuff. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, he cold, bro. He one of them, bro. Anytime the ball in his hand, he's a weapon. You know what I mean? CeeDee Lamb is a very dope, instinctive football player. He's somebody that I promise you, if he put 20 pounds on him, he could play some running back and be dope. And be dope. But he more valuable on the perimeter. He way more valuable. So, and going back to Blue, that's what frustrates me, honestly, on the babying of Blue. It's too much babying of Blue. And I don't like the fact that Brian said that he had to go to him and talk to him about being consistent. Now, he said consistency was an issue with Morris. He said consistency was an issue with Mozzie. So he throws around a consistency word, but Blue was the only player that he said he went to him. Mm-hmm. So it's like, bro, if you took your job more serious, we probably don't have CeeDee Lamb injured.
That's what that was the beginning of the origin of the question. I said he could be one of the reasons why your number one receiver hurt. Well, I don't want to put it on the young man, but
I will.
That's why I was asking what the origin was. Like, was we longing for a different run style in the backfield, or was that just something CeeDee Lamb liked to do? So
it could be more than one thing could be true at the same time. I think the origins of CeeDee Lamb, taking the running back snaps and being used in the run game with some stuff, that he probably campaigned for. Like I said, it's more than just one coordinator that used him in that manner. As a matter of fact, Lamb, when you did the video breakdown, I think that started back in 2022, right?
Yeah, that was a couple years ago. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so like that's just some stuff that he been on. But at the same time, you might take less risks if you were really confident in Jaydon Blue and his ability and putting him on the field. But like I said, if you can't trust somebody if he really is slacking, he don't know the protection plan, and he one of the reasons that Prescott gets smacked upside his head, or if he still ain't fixed the fumbles, or if he still ain't fixed his vision issues, then those are things that will keep you off the field, and it should keep your ass off the field.
And to be fair, we didn't see him do well when he got out there either. Like we seen Malik Davis do better than him.
Shout out to Malik Davis.
That's my guy. And they just can't stand Malik Davis though. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Malik could actually get busy behind this line, believe it or not. But they don't like him. So I mean, and then that makes you wonder, like, if we talking competitiveness, Mr. Brian Schottenheimer, Mr. Shotty, how did he even make the team over Malik then, if you think about it? Because he been hurt. I mean, he ain't really shown nothing in preseason.
Him being hurt probably saved him.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of... I got questions, man. I got questions. That's all I'm saying. I got questions.
See, man.
Maffa looked it better than Blue. You know what I'm saying? Deuce looked it better than Blue. And y'all know he the bud of all my jokes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I go hard on Deuce.
Say, man, you took the words. Keep going, bro. I'm just
saying, like, if we talking competitiveness, if we talking competition, you got to stay true to that, man. You can't be flimsy on that. That kind of way, so people can know a blueprint to be successful, man. We always talk about this. The politics and all of that, that's really counterproductive for the building of your culture that you speak so highly about. So if you don't do that, bro, like, it make us don't respect you. Like, I'm telling you, when you leading men, bro, you gotta be solid, bro. You gotta stay solid on it. You can't be showing too many signs of inconsistency or weakness or any of that, because men gonna be looking like, hey, bro, that ain't what you said. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand by your word. You gotta be a man of your principle. And if that's not the case, you gonna lose some people, man. You gonna lose some people.
God, man, listen, Landlord. Did you listen to my show yesterday, bro?
Nah.
I swear I said the exact same thing, bro. Almost word for word, bro. I said, Shotty is playing a dangerous game because you made competition a centerpiece, bro, of your offseason. And we all looking from the side, like how you made that case. And people don't want to hear the truth of what you said, but it's true. When you threw all them dudes out there and said, hey, public, what do you think? Right? Malik Davis was better. Deuce was better. And Maffa was better than Blue.
That make you go back to what you play so much on Stephen Jones. If you draft him, you got to play him. Because that was one of them. Now, they see, it seemed like if you a high draft pick and they not fond of you, that's when they'll put the discipline on you. You see what I'm saying? Like Diggs and then like Mozzie. They don't mind it when they already got you in the doghouse. But if you one of their guys, I wanna look and see how they treat this year draft picks. Cause like this y'all team, this is who y'all chose. You probably wouldn't have those type of ties to the other guys. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Are you gonna be that stern and strict on them guys? See, you just gotta be consistent, man. And I believe in Shotty, bro, but you gotta remember this is his first time around doing this. He a long time coach, but him being an overseer and him being the head man in charge, this is a trial run from him. And something that stood out to me, I ain't trying to hog the mic, I want to hear what y'all say about it.
Nah, you cooking.
Something that stood out to me when he said we still learning how to win. How y'all feel about that?
Shit, it's the truth. Them niggas, they won a game.
He said it's the first year of our program. Like, I don't like them sounds though. It's true, but it's like, damn.
I mean, it's the truth. He's a rookie head coach, and everything he is trying to do, he is building brick by brick from the ground up, man. You know, he ain't got no designated pipeline from college. He ain't this is it. He's fine tuning everything. You know what I'm saying?
This is when tree or nothing.
Yeah, this is it. Like, everything is going to stem from here. This is the genesis of what Shotty is building, and either he gonna build something that will prosper and grow into a glorious run here in Dallas, or he going to build, a short-lived ball of baby back bullshit. But either way, what he said is the truth. And us as Dallas Cowboys fans, we got to accept that, because the moment that you fired Mike McCarthy, like, dog, a rookie head coach. I think it happened once, and it was when our boy took over here in Dallas. I think a rookie head coach won a championship once, and he didn't have to build anything from the ground up. Troy Aikman was here, Emmett was here,
Micah
Irvin was here, Haley. Like, it was already ready-made situation. Like, he inherited a team, even though with injuries. This was a 7-win team last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're coming in here reworking the offense, you're reworking the defense. Like, there were going to always be, growing pains and a level of trying to overcome and establish who you want to be at the NFL level at this point, man. So I ain't got no problem with him saying it.
Mr. Hennessy, that's his real name. That's his whole name. That's his government
My legal
name.
name is
Mr. Hennessy. Mr. Hennessy. That sounds like a rebuild to me, sir. And you got a veteran quarterback. I'm not trying to rebuild with that. So I mean, what is the direction that your cousin them, the Joneses and them was doing? What's the direction they going?
I mean, brother, you traded away your best defensive player before the year started.
Yikes.
I mean, let's keep it real. If we traded away CeeDee Lamb before the season started, even with George Pickens here, we traded away CeeDee Lamb before the season started, or we traded away Dak Prescott before the season started, how would you feel?
I feel like it's draft season.
Yeah, we did that on the defensive side of the ball. I know that we wouldn't be like a top defense with the way the back end playing. We probably wouldn't still be a top defense even with Micah here. But you feel better about yourselves, going into the season. But dog, you shipped out your best defensive player a couple of days. Like, it was a couple of days before the actual season started. If you had did this in the in the draft or early in the off season, and you had time to go reach out and get better veteran players and better assets to fill the holes in, maybe you can make that work. But dog, you had an entire defensive plan and strategy in place that involved Micah Parsons, and you're still trying to figure that shit out right now because you made that move, less than a week before the season started. Like, they tricked. Like, matter of fact, I think it was like a week exactly, because it happened on a Thursday. We played on a Thursday.
And see, to answer your question, Landlord, what do I think about that learning how to win? I think he just kind of giving coach speech to kind of answer why we kind of where we are on our record. Yeah. But if I'm going to be real, it's not Shoddy. It's Matt. If I'm going to be, you know what I'm saying? It's really not Shoddy.
Because Shoddy is cooking.
Because Shoddy is cooking. And I think we talked about this before. We both love how he hired his staff. He went with qualified guys he didn't know.
Best man.
He went with the best man. He said, man, I don't know you, Riley. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you, but I see your work.
I respect the hell out of you.
I respect the hell out. I respect what I'm hearing. I don't know you, Clayton Adams. I've heard of you, but after talking to you,
and seeing your work,
let's go. Resume. Come on. Let's align. And that's what he did. He aligned, right, with people. Matt didn't do that, right?
When you think about it, that's how everybody hire you, though. We did some non-traditional stuff. You supposed to take the resumes and take the best resume, then do your interview. Once they resume line up with the interview, then look like he the best man for the job. We didn't do that here. I mean,
no,
we didn't
not on defense.
The head coach, to be honest, but
yeah,
we didn't do that for Shoddy.
It's like them dudes got you fired.
I think that's gonna be a good move eventually, but we didn't do it traditionally with Shoddy, or Matt Eberflus didn't do it either. He just
Matt didn't. But see, Brian did on offense.
Yeah.
Brian went with dudes who was qualified, bro, that he didn't know, which is what most people don't do that. Even Jimmy Johnson brought over all his guys from Miami. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna want people you can trust, but
generally,
I don't know what Shotty got a different type of mindset. That speaks to his confidence too.
Yeah,
Because you got a bunch of dudes who you don't even trust or know, because they could be trying to slime you out. You know, this a dirty game.
it
You
is.
know what I'm saying? So Shotty
That says a lot
so
of
confident in
confidence.
himself, like,
Yeah.
hey man, this
That-
ain't even what type of time I'm on. I don't even think like that.
Yeah, that's
We in here
risky.
trying to win.
That's risky what he did.
Yeah.
So going to also what Hen talked about, it's a couple of things. I said this, bruh, to Hen point. Personnel wise, Jerry, Steven, you owe us a pass rusher. You owe us a pass rusher. So once again, Lou doing one of them dope shorts. You know what I mean? Pushing for a Crosby, a Garrett, a Hendrickson, right? So they owe us that, to be honest. You owe Matt Eberflus that, to be honest. You know? So him saying we learning how to win, you gotta staff up your D coordinator too. Because at the same time, yes, we believed in a lot of the edges, but none of those guys are proven, right? So at this point, we giving y'all chances for one of y'all to kind of stand out, but it's not happening as of yet. So you got to go get that guy. Go get that guy, in my opinion. And I want to say this just real quick to that. What's tripping me out about Cowboy Nation? I got a question. What's up with some of y'all where y'all actually get upset at us trying to get better with a trade? Like, what's going on with that? Let me show y'all a couple of things, right? So this dude said 2 out of the 3 players just signed deals this year. What we doing here? You know, it's like Cowboy fans is aggressive at us for trying to get better. I said, to answer your question, we are pressuring Dallas Cowboys to make a real trade. Instead of complaining from the sidelines, get in the game. Ask for the stars to hopefully fly in the clouds. And I ain't gonna read the whole thing, but he kept pushing. And then look at this weak ass target. If you think that's effective, more power to you. But Jalen Phillips feels like a more realistic target. Just passive ideas, you know. And we flamed him for that. It's like, bruh. So in the end, I said, in other words, you know your place. Don't ask for shit. It's cool. We just different. And then look at this one, right? So I just said, love it. Dallas, you owe us a pass rusher. And my boy say, at this point, y'all got to be gaslighting us. The content creators. If anyone knows JJ, it should be you guys. If you know JJ, then you know when he signed Clowney, in his mind, he's already a step ahead of Lou. The Jones boys not traded for and spending capital on the top tier edge. Come on now, stop it. Telling us, stop it. Stop pushing for it. So this is what I said. I said, so listen close, everybody. And I mean this. I already know Jerry's no longer the gambler maverick he had and has become more passive under Steven. That won't stop me from pushing for ideas or improvements. I don't care if y'all don't think it's realistic. Team aggressive. Anyway.
They didn't think we'll be here with a weapon and trenches. They ain't think that.
Right.
They ain't think Mike could get traded.
See, I said that. I didn't even read that. I said that to them. I said, when was the last time we had a Clark? When was the last time we had a Pickens? Why is Cowboy Nation aggressive against getting better? What's going on with us mentally, bro?
I really just think. I mean, this the thing. You're talking. What I understand, because listen, I can play devil's advocate. I understand why they feel that way. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't understand why when you bring up the idea, you know, that they are so vocal about it. I understand not trusting Jerry Jones and them. Like that's understandable.
Right.
They give you plenty of reasons not to trust them.
Right.
But to your point, when you do throw stuff out there like that, they ain't got to be the ones to come through and shoot the idea down. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you disagree with the shit I'm saying, you could just scroll on by the shit, man. You ain't gotta try and change my mind and trying to push for something I think will improve the team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I get, you know, feeling some type of way about Jerry Jones. They do stupid shit all the time. You know, they traded Amari Cooper for no reason.
Right.
You know, they let Dez go, and then they did the wide receiver by committee shit for half a season and almost messed our year up. You know, they franchise tagged Tony Pollard off of a broken leg, and then they did refuse to call and contact Derrick Henry. They did all kinds of stupid shit before. I get it, but they've also done things, you know, out of the ordinary, like the Jordan Pickens trade that we were just talking about. That's not typical Dallas Cowboys stuff. You know, signing to Ron Bland early. We thought he was gone. I thought he was gone. You know what I'm saying? That's not really typical Dallas Cowboys stuff. You know, trading away Michael Parsons. Usually they would have folded and got that deal done. Now you can look at that as a negative, but you know that's out of the ordinary Dallas Cowboy behavior.
Right.
Usually if you're a star, you get paid. So they've done some things out of the ordinary. So why not keep pushing for ideas out of the ordinary from how they normally operate? You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt nothing. It don't hurt nothing at all. The worst thing they can tell you is no. Just like when you try to holler at the whole of the school. No, the worst thing they can tell you is no. And really they can say, hell nah, ugly ass boy got my face or something along those lines. But, you know, it's still some iteration of yay or nay. So, you know, don't be scared. Let's go for it.
Yeah. It's just weird to me. It's like, go ahead.
No, I was just about to kind of piggyback off what he was saying, man, because it's the truth. Like, this the best time to push for it, though, boss. You know what I'm saying? We got all this draft capital. We got all this cap space. Like, if this not the time to be pushing ideas like this, when is it? So, I mean, and then it's before the trade deadline. What are you saying? I don't get it. Like, this is actually the perfect time to be doing all this. So, I mean, of course, you would be discouraged to think that, hey, they might not do it. It's a lot of stuff they might not do. Sometimes we gotta save them from themselves too, because they crazy. You know what I'm saying? At times, we push for these ideas. Listen, boss, I told you this before. At first, I don't live in Dallas, so it's a different mentality that I have. When I'm yelling from Alabama, sometimes I used to didn't feel like they was hearing me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But y'all in Dallas, so y'all might feel like it's a little. It's closer, y'all. They can listen to y'all a little better. So then when I got behind the campaigns and stuff, I'm like, okay, we start seeing results though. You pushing after you keep pushing and you know that they watching us on social media. Oh, if you don't think they watching us, how the hell Vach is sitting right there with them?
Right.
Tell me that.
Hold on real quick.
Tell me that.
Hold on.
Take it easy on my back.
Oh, Mr. Nasty.
Keep going.
Man, Vach is one of us.
That's right.
He came from YouTube. We salute him. We proud of him.
Right.
We rooting for him.
They numbers better because he's sitting there too.
Man, Vach got them bubbling. Them shows ain't never been as good since Vach got them.
Well, they lit.
That's true too. It's fucking true.
Landlord sent me
It's
a
fucking
clip.
true, bro.
Man, look, I don't do nothing for no clout. So
Of
if
course.
I give you a compliment, I'm dead serious.
Of course.
I don't care who responded. I don't care who liked it. That's really how I felt. That was one of the dopest segments I seen on the .com in years. So salute to them. But back to my point, the reason that he's sitting in that damn seat is because they've been watching us.
That's right.
It's obvious. You can't even deny that.
Right.
So they watching something. Then when you go out into these spaces, the YouTubers get recognized. Loud Nation get recognized when he go out there.
Yep.
West Coast get recognized when he go out there.
Yeah.
These people know who we are. They
Right.
know who Mark Holmes is. They know who these people are.
Right.
When they see him, they shake their hand. They got respect for him. They know what we've been doing. They see the work that we've been putting in. So somebody's listening. We kicking dogs down in this space. We interviewing players. We doing all kind of stuff. You mean to tell me you don't think they see this?
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
gotta get real with this, man. So if it ever was a good time to push for this, now is the perfect time.
Man, Boss Land the best. I swear to God. Boss Land is the best. So, yeah, man, like Cowboy Nation, stop being aggressive against people that's been aggressive. That's crazy to me. Like I'm seeing people in the chat saying these people being conditioned, you know, and it makes sense. They condition. Like Like one of the things I always hate to hear is when you give idea and they say, boss, they not gonna do that. You know them, boss. It's like, bro, I'm never putting out ideas trying to predict what they're going to do. That's never what I'm doing. You know, it's like I'm always talking about what they should do. I'm not saying this is what they likely go do. You know how boring content will be if that's all we did is say, hey, man, this is what they should do, but this is likely what they going to do. Like, nah, bro, like, it's like we don't do shows to be predictors of the movements of front office. It's
because they way too predictable.
Yeah.
Like that shit ain't fun. That shit ain't entertaining. That shit don't work half the time anyway.
Right.
So why would I sit here for an hour and a half and tell y'all about some bullshit that ain't finna work?
Right.
I want to win. I want to win big. And I ain't just talking about, winning the regular season. I want to win a Super Bowl, before I'm too old to enjoy it. I want to be at the parades, sloppy drunk. I'm gonna start back drinking if we win the Super Bowl. I'll be sloppy drunk at the parade with my shirt off, slapping the Eagle fans. That's how I'm.
You gonna be playing that Gucci? I ain't my shirt off, my shirt off.
Hey, they too young for that, man. They don't know nothing about that.
So,
but yeah, that's how I'm coming.
So that was the first part. Is they owe us a pass rusher? I do believe that. So that going back to you say that we learning how to win. The next thing, bruh. I'm just being honest, bro. So, it's come out that Trayvon Diggs had to basically check coach and bro, you need to run some man coverage. Listen, I want everybody to hear me out. One of the softest shit that happened Sunday was on 4th and 6 and he ran zone. You so soft, Matt. Listen, I'ma tell you, you don't help your pass rush if you don't let your corners get after it. Cause see, if it's zone, that's too easy. If that's all you run is zone, bro, they go pick apart them, they go find them holes in the zone and they go get that ball out. But when you playing man, you challenging them dudes and you disrupting their timing. And when I look at Diggs having to tell him, say, bro, we need to run more man, bro. Let me tell you my thought of it as a former cornerback. As a former cornerback, I can tell you that a defensive coordinator that plays too much zone is equal to a person who plays not to lose versus playing to win. It is a soft and safe mentality. The same reason teams that play prevent defense allow comebacks.
And listen, you already know I rock with Trey. And I asked him the same question this morning, man. So, like, if you know this, it sucks that we finally got Bland and Diggs on the field and we got a dude who don't want to do number zone. And they both of their superpowers is man-to-man coverage.
That's right.
They ball hawks. You're not hawking the ball if you go into space most of the time unless it's an errant throw. Think about that. If it's an errant throw, shit, if you run a zone all the time, they ain't doing them but zone beaters. They just finding the holes. You got to go react. You will have to predict before they even pick this, you know what I'm saying? Pick the throw they trying to throw it to. But if you man-to-man, you can be sticky. You can be right down that hip pocket if the ball ain't perfect, or you can make up or have some recovery speed and take it away. You taking their powers away. And now you wonder why we only got one interception on the year. See, listen, this is the type of stuff that make me angry at Eberflus, sir.
Yes.
Because listen, everything you stand for has gave us bad results on top of bad results on top of bad results. So it's about time for your stubborn ass to start listening to somebody, bro. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody say. Because all I hear is a lot of people, especially I watch the .com content, you know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of them trying to just act like the players just the worst of the worst and they just terrible. Like, nah, bro. It's some of the stuff that he can do to help this team out. I don't care what you say. And guess what? Even if it ain't, you need to be trying, because you don't look like a trying man to me. Think about that. If the stuff that you doing ain't working, what is a person to do after that? Answer my question.
Yeah.
I want the pound of the ounce. If the stuff that you doing ain't working, what is your next step?
Change.
Try something else, right?
Right.
Yeah. I'll get my thoughts on it.
If the stuff that you doing got you as the worst defense in history, damn near, like, I think it's about time for you to try something else. You only got 1 interception and 1 fumble out of 4 games. It's time to try something else. You rank last at damn near everything. It's time to try something else, sir. That's all.
Pass.
Yeah. I'll say this, because I think you a little bit too hard on zone coverage. I do think they need to play more man, but we've seen dominant defenses be primary zone teams and shut shit down. Matter of fact, Matt Eberflus playing nothing but zone held us one of our only shutouts a couple years back. You remember that Colts game? You remember the 2013 Seattle Seahawks played primarily cover 3. No fly zone, Denver Broncos primary zone cover team. And they were shutting shit down. They would bust people side their head. They were nothing close to soft. But I also think who you have out there is a big deal.
I was about to say that's personnel on both of them teams right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I just didn't want to just shit on zone. I don't think that zone is just bad. I just think that you don't have the personnel to do this kind of shit that he's talking about trying to do right now. And also, I'm gonna put some onus on the front office. When you went out here and hired Matt Eberflus, did you not look at your team before you hired this man? You listen. We're mad at Matt Eberflus. Matt Eberflus is the same person he's always been. He's never blitzed. We talked about this shit all off season. He never blitzed before. He played nothing but zone before, and that was fine with what the hell he had going on. You knew this before you signed this man. You knew that Trayvon Diggs, was more comfortable playing man coverage. You knew that DeRon Bland was more comfortable playing man coverage. You known this shit before you even brought Matt Eberflus into the building to try this stuff. So
that's my problem right there. Go ahead.
So that's the thing. So, like, I understand what y'all saying, but Matt Eberflus has gotten where he is to this point to have this motherfucking job by doing the things that he's done up to this point. Like, all those top defenses, the head coaching job he acquired was off of the back of playing defense the way that he been playing it. So I understand, why he's a little slow to adjust. He don't know nothing else. Now, he gonna end up getting fired because he ain't gonna change probably. But that's part of life. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point in life, man, you are who the hell you are. You know what I'm saying, boss? You became Boss Cowboy, you Boss Cowboy. Landlord from Alabama, you landlord from Alabama. You know what I'm saying? There might be some growth, there might be some change, but you are who the hell you are at this point in your life. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody gonna make me not be country no more. It ain't gonna work.
Exactly. So, that's what it is with Matt Eberflus at this point, man. He was never the right man for the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is so bad, we got us questioning zone defense as a whole. We done seen dominant zone defenses, for the last decade. It's him. And he gotta go just because of that shit.
And see, my thing is schematically, especially when you go back in the day when they was running a bunch of cover 3 and stuff like that with Seattle, these modern offenses with, like, the way that, so for instance, Kellen Moore would have had a field day with those option routes if that's all you ran was cover 3. He would have had a field day, right? With those timing, he would have timed you so well with those anticipation throws. The modern NFL, you have to switch it up to me. You have to, because it's gonna make your defense old, in my opinion. So, like, if I'm a quarterback, right, and I'm looking at the scouting report on Dallas, and I'm looking, I said, damn, these dudes running 97% zone. Shit, any man look is fake, basically, right? Right.
That's probably the issue. The 97 is egregious.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you making it easy on me now. Like, I'm reading the scouting report and I'm like, Oh, so if they show a look, right, or a press, it's really not gonna be man. It's a mirage. So even if they line up in it, that's bullshit. You know what I mean?
And if they catch me one time, I don't even care.
Right. So it's like,
Let me
bro.
holler at Hen right quick, cause Hen, I know you ain't think I was saying like screw zone. Like, nah. What I'm saying is, see, I done played you on the game plenty times. Like, you done got me, I done got you. But listen, if I play only cover 3 the whole game, would I not get cooked?
Oh yeah.
Come on now, Hen. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that cover 3 is bad, but too much of anything is bad. Too much money might be bad. You might get assassinated.
I don't know about all that. Now.
Hey, you might get assassinated because you're too rich.
That's true.
You're too powerful.
You had to kill me.
Hey, you'll be rich and dead. Which one you want?
That's all right.
I'd rather be alive.
I'm gonna leave it for the kids.
I'd rather be alive. I don't want that money, Lord.
We all gotta die.
We
all gotta die, Landlord.
But I'm just saying, you can drink too much water and die. Hey, anything, too much of anything is a bad thing. So he running way too much cover 3 and too much cover 2. Bro, all you gotta do is mix it in and disguise it or something. Now,
right.
I understand they talking about they can't pick it up and if that's the case, fire everybody. Shit, we might as well don't even go out there with a defense. I said at this point, they just 11 dudes dressed up the same. They might not even be called a defense if they can't understand cover 2 and cover 3.
Pull that up real quick, because that's
what the hell are you doing
for coverage, my guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I do agree with you. I don't like that we don't blitz enough. Because listen, those teams that I did bring up, they did at least blitz.
I was just about to say, bro. Then they had raw ass players on their team. That Denver team had Von Miller and them. Might have had, well, maybe. What year you said?
Yeah, they had weird. They had weird. There was no fly zone. They had air.
Then they had Talib over there, man. Come on, man. Then you said Legion of Boom. That whole defense was gangster.
Wrong.
That's way too damn low.
Man, we at the bottom.
We at the goddamn bottom. Hold on. I'm trying to make it bigger, man. This is a damn shame.
But listen, they actually got us at the bottom because they got it, in order of your EPA per drop back. So you got the worst EPA per drop back, meaning every time they throw the ball against you, good shit happens. That's why they got the shit up there like that.
Okay, that's big.
Boom. All right.
But what it's also showing is the percentages of cover 0, which is man.
Cover 1, cover 2, yeah.
Yeah.
All these right here, cover 0, cover 1, and then cover 2 man, aka cover 5. Those are all the man concepts, and then they got the different zones right here. So it's not going to be exactly 100% because they didn't count the fire zones.
Right.
So cover 0, you ran that shit 2%. You have not ran a snap of cover 5, by the way.
Right.
Cover 2 man, you haven't ran a snap of it.
And why the fuck we don't run cover 2 man?
A lot of teams don't. And the reason why they don't run at a high percentage in the at the NFL level is pretty much it's very easy to beat if you know what's coming. Yeah, you gotta
probably smoke that.
Now listen, I seen the motherfuckers show the double A blitz and drop into a cover 5. I'm like, oh my god, y'all is insane. You know what I'm saying? But if you do stuff like that, it can work. But you just know it's 2 people deep and this man across the board underneath, like you go crazy against that shit.
Man,
so they don't do it at a high rate.
See, this is frustration to look at, bro. Damn. And see, these are all man concepts. Cover 0, cover 1, cover 2 man is a man concept, right? All of these are your man concepts right here. Bro, look at the Rams. They 20%.
23%.
Broncos 34%, dog.
Look how gangster Spags is. Me and him were tripping out that. Spags sending cover 0 13% of the time.
Bro, it was 20% when we looked the first time.
Yeah, it was 20% last week. That man is a madman. He don't care. He's sending them.
So it's not that
mean, cover 0 is meaning we send in the kitchen sink, by the way. Go ahead.
So it's not that teams, like most teams play a little bit more zone than man because athletes are amazing in the NFL. But Dallas Cowboys just ain't playing man at all, and that's the problem.
Dog, 6%. Man, that is, Bro,
know
that
what
is
I'm
taking,
saying?
bro. If I'm a quarterback, I'm saying thank you.
Y'all
I
know
said
what it
thank
is?
you.
It's a combination, y'all. It's a combination of the two. It ain't just the fact that we playing zone. It's the fact that we playing zone and we don't get enough pass rush. It's a combination. Cause if I got a clean pocket and I know where the hole's at in the zone, how the hell I'm gonna incomplete that pass?
I'm not.
You gonna methodically drive down the field, or if I catch a couple of busted coverages, I'm running me some verts at that little weak ass cover two. Now I might get explosive play and get a touchdown. I have no pass rush, and I know exactly where to attack these little simple zones at. Like, bro, if you are a competent quarterback, you gonna cook that defense. If that's all he coming out in, like, that's foolish. Like, I'm sorry, bro. We've seen him do too many incompetent things. He doing incompetent stuff with the people he putting out there. He still got Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker just starting like they untouchable. Like, it's a lot of stuff that, bro, I don't even care if you are a Eberflus apologist, even if those type of people even exist at this point. Like, even if you are that guy, you can't tell me that he mismanaging with Jack Sanborn, the superhero android name dude, but he's sorry. Like, you can't tell me that ain't mismanagement. You can't tell me that.
That's mismanagement.
He chose to bring him over here.
Hey, do me
He
a favor.
handpicked him. Go ahead.
Pull up the Eagles.
Before we go to the Eagles, I want to say just one thing to bring this home, bro. One more thing. Let's just look at this from Mad, and then I'm gonna pull up the Eagles. So you run in cover 2 24% of the time. You run in cover 3 40% of the time. You run in cover 4 17% of the time.
And then cover 6, combo cover 7.
So
and you not disguising nothing, so they can read this pre-snap.
Right. That's what I'm trying. That's exactly what I was trying to show right there.
Oh, my bad.
No. You hit it on the head. You know what I'm saying? You hit it perfectly on the head. If you're a quarterback, even if you guessing, you go likely guess right.
40% of the time, you're going to be right, my boy.
You're going to be right.
That's crazy. That's right.
Dog, that's...
Throw the scene.
Now, what was you saying? Pull up the Eagles?
Just roll up to them.
Okay, hold on.
I'm trying to see what a competent zone team looks like. They're not just sitting in zone. They throwing a little bit more out there. So boom, they run a cover 0 2%, cover 1 25. All right, so apparently to be a good zone team, you got to at least play man over 25% of the time.
Yeah.
So they're like 20. But they're a known zone team. So they play the cover they play the most is cover 3. So that's 30. 5% for cover 2, so that's 35. They play a lot of cover 6. Them niggas crazy.
That's gangster though. Cover 6 are dope coverage to me. It's hard to recognize because you playing 2 different coverages on each side of the field.
It's hard to recognize, but boy, you got big ass holes if you ain't got no pass rush. They can get to the quarterback though. They got to worry about that shit.
Yeah. Every coverage is better. Like, we can agree to that, bro. Like, y'all know I went crying when Micah got traded, but we do need our pass rush failed us right now. So
yeah, about 67% of the time they're playing zone. Dallas Cowboys are playing at what, 80, 90, 97?
That's ridiculous, bro. That's all we saying here.
That's ridiculous, bro. Too damn much, bro.
They playing it too much.
That's too much. Like,
I'm just trying to get on one accord. That 97% is fucking crazy.
Now think about Dak doing this. Think about Dak with a clean pocket. And
he killing that.
He know what defense it is every time. He finna complete every pass.
Boy, he gonna win MVP off one
Pat
game.
Mahomes, oh my God, I don't even want to see Pat and them playing this defense. He better been changed up by my birthday or we gonna have some problems.
He said Cowboys DC Matt Eberflus when asked about talking to him about playing more, man. I value everyone's opinion.
Yep.
Listen, man. and I really mean this. As a cornerback, get your former linebacker ass on, bro. Like, for real, bro. Like, you disrespecting our craft. You know what I mean? You disrespecting me, dog. You don't trust me to lock him down?
Then look, they said on one of them shows on the .com talking about they look at it as excuses. Like Trey, because when Trey said uncomfortably comfortable or something like he said about how he feel about being in zone. And they just saying, oh, it's just excuses. Like, nah, bro, this is what this man do. This is what he do. Why
You need more, man.
Why wouldn't you give this team what they capable of doing? Like, if they fail after that, bro, we'll just hold our hands up and say, hey, because it can't be worse than what we getting now, boss.
Let me say one more thing, too. Why did you pay 2 corners if you go play zone? You paid 2 corners, bruh.
2-man corners.
You did that. You did.
I smell. Do y'all remember school days? When they say, I smell put. That's what I smell on Eberflus, bro. I smell. Listen, bro. It's like now I'm starting to understand why people in Chicago start disrespecting you. It's a smell of fear on him. I'm just being real. It's a smell, right? It's you call zone. It's 4th and 6. You don't go for it. You don't say, I trust you. See, Dan Campbell, do you smell that?
Boy, this man would kill us all. I smell that on Dan Campbell. We all might die.
Right.
He might die with us. But he gonna
you see what I'm saying with the difference with Tomlin? Do you smell? What's that?
Nah, Mike Tomlin gonna bring a 0 blitz on 4th and 2.
I smell. Oh, it's house party. Thank you, Lou. See, Lou. I smell.
Damn.
Real talk. Yeah.
So Eberflus playing, he coaching scared. That what you trying to say?
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, bro.
What you scared for? You already gave it up.
Yeah. 4th and 6. You go zone. That's scary, bro. All this zone coverage, that's scary. You got 2 corners paid, and it's all this. You are scary. You are scary, dog.
I told him it's crazy that he actually did. Like, they are improving, but like it's an improvement from like a 3 to a 4. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing to ride home about. Because I did come out of the Packers game kind of feeling like we played a little bit better than what we was playing, especially against the Bears, because I felt like we was at least getting them to 3rd down. Right. That's sad when that's the bar, boss. Like, we at least got them to 3rd down. It's not like we got them off the field, but you know what I'm saying? We at least got them to 3rd down. That's a part of it. But the goal is to get them off the field. So maybe we take that next step. But like, just to be fair though, if we're not gonna stop nobody a lot of times. But let's just say if you would have made a play like when Sam got the penalty for the sack, that's not on Flus right there. Maybe we could have got him out the field right there. Then you got Leah foul penalty. That ain't on Flus. We could have probably got him out the field right there. And it's another one too, right? I think it's 3 instances where I was like, that really ain't on the coach. We probably could have got him out the field. So maybe if we just trend in that right direction, people stepping up on 3rd down. 3rd down is the key, because guess what? You last in 3rd down. You last. Go look it up. You're last. Like, you don't get nobody off the field. So that's another stat that Eberflus is failing at. So I'm just saying, hopefully, that's probably what they riding on. They like, okay, if we could just make a few plays on 3rd down, this defense wouldn't look as bad as they do. If they tackle, I think tackling is something that's underrated with this team. Like, they not great at tackling. If they tackle
the coach
better,
talked about it.
Okay, which one? Because I ain't seen the interviews today.
Shotty, he talked about it the other day. Shotty was talking about the hidden yardage and how, because they weren't executing on the tackle. Let's say like you should have tackled somebody, they only get a 3-yard gain. You missed the tackle, they get 7. That stuff adds up over the course of a game. 5 yards here, 4 yards there. You look up over the course of 50 plays, they done gave up an extra 80 yards
extra
on your
100 yards and shit.
Yeah.
So when you combine them two, If you combine them two, those are critical points in your defense that need to improve. Tackling, if this defense come out and tackle better and make a few plays on third down, because I believe that much in my offense. I believe my offense gonna do what's necessary. Because that's why, I don't know if nobody said this, but the Green Bay game was a tie, but I feel like the offense won and the defense lost. That's how I'm gonna distribute that. Like the offense got a dub, but the defense got an L. So that's how I look at that. So I feel like if we could just make a few plays on third down, man. A few plays on third down make this thing look a little different. Like that's the only positive I can give y'all right now for the defense. Few plays on third down here and there, it might help you. So like when you hear people talking like maybe when Overshawn come back, maybe when this person come back, maybe when this person come back, it sound delusional because I'm with you. But it could be a little truth to that because guess what? Maybe Overshawn would have made a play on that one third down. All we need is a couple. You know what I'm saying? We need a few third down. We not going to stop nobody the whole game. Just get that out your head. So right now, we just fishing for a few stops a game. Like at least 3-4 stops a game, and we good. Because our offense going to cook. I feel like we're going to cook anybody. So if we can get a few stops a game, I think we'll be happy with our results.
Real quick.
You know that your offense has only played 15 snaps with the lead the entire season.
Yikes. It's a miracle that we won 2-1.
Damn. Boy, that's oof.
And then look at all these inches.
Let me come back to what I was finna talk about. Henny, can you say that again, bro?
I sent it to you. 15. I wasn't wrong. The Saints have 0 snaps with the lead. Cleveland has 2. Tennessee has 3. The Dallas Cowboys only have 15 offensive snaps with the lead in 2025.
And all them teams ahead of us, they probably 0 for Zion. They got 0 wins, though.
Browns have 1.
Oh, okay.
Saints have not won. Titans have not won.
The Bengals actually got a winning record, don't they?
What the
By accident.
Yeah, they like
they 2 and 2.
The New Orleans ain't had none.
The Jets are 0 for. The Panthers got 1 win, I think. Miami is 0 for.
Miami won.
They did win a game?
They beat the Jets.
Damn.
New Orleans got 0.
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans got 0. That's that Kellen Moore effect right there. Shit.
Dallas only had 15 snaps with the lead.
Yep. 3 of them. I mean, most of them came in that Chicago game.
Do you hear how much pressure that is on your offense?
Right.
That's like an anvil. Y'all remember the cartoons?
Yeah. Like
that's an anvil sitting on Dak back. Because look, I just thought about this today. Could you imagine being one man? Because it worked both ways, though. But could you imagine being one man and being held accountable for 10 other men all the time? Because, like, when we think about Dak, it's like, okay, Dak is the offense. Some people use Dak as a short for the offense. Because I know I got a bad habit of doing that. When I'm talking about the offense, I'm like, Dak. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the leader. But sometimes it could be like Dak cooking, but one of the other motherfuckers might have messed up. But we sit up here like, man, Dak got to play better. Dak got to do better. But it do work in reverse, too, because them other 10 might have been going in, but then we be like, man, Dak went crazy. So I guess it's the cost of doing business. But I'm just thinking that, I'm just trying to humanize that thought process, right? Could you imagine that being the case in any other situation?
Hell no.
One man getting blamed for 10 other men. Like, you have to be the supervisor. Maybe you the supervisor.
Yeah, I'm finna say, supervisor at work. That's it. Like you come to work, you stay over, and your department is struggling bad. They finna fire your ass because they stayed up and they got drunk all night. and they came in, can't work.
Tearing
You
shit
know
up.
what I'm saying?
So Dak is the supervisor of the offense. That's what it sounds
Yes,
like.
he is.
So who the supervisor on defense?
They traded his ass. Like he already got fired. The supervisor for the defense already got fired. And nobody else wants the position now. Like, I see how you did. We see what happened to the last security guy.
They taking applications for that job. Like, don't nobody want that. Hey, that job is by Eberflus, and you know it's a revolving door right now. Like it might be somebody next year or next week. Who knows?
Defense supervisor is Eberflus at this point.
Eberflus got to take the heat for all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's a good analogy though, because you got to be the manager. That's the only way you responsible. He got to Look, that's the only situation where you are responsible for all of that, and it's crazy when you think about it.
That's.
I'm sad that I showed you that.
Dog, that dog. If I would have been drunk, high, that stat alone just listen. If y'all see Dak on the streets, bro, hug him, bro. Like
back up,
just dap him up and bro, say, hey, bro, hey man, we praying for you, bro. We praying for you. Damn.
What happened?
You good, Hen?
No, I think my whatchamacallit went down.
Know what I said? They said somebody said your screen cut off.
Whose screen?
His string.
Yeah, mine just went out.
Let me go check it out.
You sold somebody some bad cut water over there, man. What you doing, man? A bad batch. But yeah, man. You ain't tried to.
I ain't tried to
man.
This time.
It's still on.
Weird, man.
Oh, it's saying sending data. It's saying sending data, bro. I don't know what that means.
Somebody trying to hack your shit, ain't boy?
Cause see, Landlord stuff is showing streaming. My stuff showing yours is saying sending data, which don't make no sense because it's streaming to all three at the same time. That's weird. Let me hit refresh.
Let me come out and come back in.
Yeah, it's still saying the same thing. I just hit refresh. It's saying the same thing.
That jump be so crazy. When they leave out, they just pause. Like, you know how at the end of the movies, I don't know if you know what I'm saying. You know, like the end of the movie, they be like, they'll be talking about what happened to the character at the end. And they be moving, then they just pause and they be black and white. They be like, this character went on to be. That's what it look like.
Yeah, like he just threw me off with that, bro. Only 15 snaps with the lead.
Dak is in a pressurized situation, boy. He said pressure is privilege, though. Didn't he say that?
That's abuse. That's abuse.
He got it, boy. He gotta be perfect. That gotta be perfect. Like, the offense gotta be perfect. Like, we can't live in a world when the offense ain't perfect.
Lou say you got to go back and re-sign in that account. Do you have my old password? You got to scroll up.
Hold on. Scroll up. I don't know what the hell you talking about. I ain't gonna hold you.
To put your password back in Restream.
Oh, in Restream. Okay. Let me see.
Just to make sure your fans are still getting it. But while you doing that, man, I want to. Yeah, you threw my whole chi off when you. I want to. We got to talk about this right here, bro. See, at this time, Marshawn kneeling, dealing with an ankle injury. It's time to look at the strength and conditioning coach, bro.
Strength and conditioning gotta be the problem.
It gotta be the problem, bro. It's way too many ankles, bro. That is not a coincidence. Can we try to count?
Foot, toe, leg. Everybody is lower extremity.
Right. Let's Cooper Beebe, high ankle. Booker, high ankle. Lamb, high ankle. Bland, ankle. Right? Marshawn Nealon, ankle. Miles Sanders, ankle. You know?
I wonder what are the preventatives that they can do to try to prevent those type of injuries. Like what are the measures they go to?
When I was in college,
they lacking it.
When I was in college, we used to have to walk on this board, and you used to have to do it, and it was at an angle, but it put pressure on your ankles, but it was basically putting strength into your ankles.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
No ligaments. Yeah.
It was strengthening your ligament and the muscle that holds your ankle. You know what I mean? So it was a board. It was a triangle board, and we used to have to walk on it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you have to walk on it. It's awkward, but it's strengthening your ankles. It's like, what are you doing to strengthen the ankles, man? Did your workouts not even work on that?
It looked like they look like they didn't attack that type of workout, because it seems like it's too much of a reoccurring thing right now.
Right.
Everybody got lower extremity injuries.
Yeah, that's too much. You see, at this point, I can see one or two, but nah, bro. It's like, and all of this is happening early, bro. Yeah, that's the strength and conditioning coach, bro.
And the only exception with a concussion. He the only exception.
Right. Yeah, everything is lower. Everything. Ankles, toes, foot,
knees.
Yep. It's knees and ankles. That's the coach. That's the coach. And see, that's why I said, man.
You down here?
I think he trying to go out and figure out that restring.
Oh, okay.
He just came back, I think. No, he didn't. So I'm looking at it. But anyway, yeah, man. So real quick, man, before we give our final words, what's gonna be the keys to really beating the Jets, bro?
Well, I'll say this. I think people really sleeping on Justin Fields. Like, I know he's not a prolific passer, but if you get this man a clean pocket, he's gonna make plays, and he can run. So I mean, and I seen what he do when you can look at him in normal situations, but look at him when he got a clean pocket. He making throws, he making plays. Then he got a chemistry with Garrett Wilson. They went to Ohio State together. So they already got some type of chemistry with each other. So watch out for that. And then we need to be worried about some of those trick plays. This is a desperate team. This will be the first time they go 0-5 in their history of their franchise. They are not trying to go that good. They ain't trying to go down like that, especially under a new coach. He's not trying to have that on his name. So this gonna be a back against the wall, desperate football team at home, and you need to match that energy, because guess what? After 4 games, you only got 1 win. So you don't have the right to come in here and feel like you just finna roll your helmet out there and come back with a dub. That's not the mentality you need to be in. And Shotty, I'm looking at you, sir. I'm still evaluating you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I rock with Shotty, I believe in Shotty, but you still gotta meet the qualifications. So it seems like we play to the level of our competition. That is a sign of a young coach. But you got a veteran quarterback, and you got a team that can win now. So you're gonna have to figure this out, sir. I'm sorry. You gotta figure this out. And I don't take nothing less than that, because I feel like we are capable of being great. I feel like we're capable of actually playing with anybody. You remember them teams, boss? We had those type of teams. Like we play up to the competition and down to the competition.
Yeah.
That's what it's looking like. We ain't had a blowout yet. Can this be our first blowout win? Can we actually go out here and blow out this team? Can we get one of those complete games? We ain't played a complete game yet. And this is, so it goes back to what he said. They learning how to win, but I feel like you gotta speed that process up some kind of way. I'm sorry. I think this team too capable to just act like we some Rudy Poots or some rookies. I'm sorry.
A lot of people ain't gonna like what I'm getting ready to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm gonna always be honest whether y'all want to hear it or not. The Jets remind me of Landlord. Have you ever seen a dude that was crazy? In a fight. You ever seen a crazy dude in a fight?
Yep.
Where they're scary because they don't quit.
Yeah.
You keep
so crazy.
Yeah, you knock him out and he get up like, yeah, let's go again. You
we'll
like,
do it all day. Like, nah,
yeah.
I'm good. I already got one. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Say
you beat him up, but you gotta tell him to leave you alone.
Yeah, dog. That's why I asked you, because we've all seen that in the streets.
Yeah.
Like where a dude like, yeah, I go all day, and he bleeding and everything. That's
crazy.
The Jets, bro. I watched 3 of their games, bro, and they was down like 20 points in the fourth quarter with 11 minutes. It would come back, fighting. Them dudes, the last game versus Miami, they had 1 second left and was trying to win that thing. They was on the 1 yard line, and when they flea flicker thing didn't work, they was fussing at Miami. They didn't walk off the field like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shit. You know? Nah, yeah. They was over there like, man.
Yeah.
This is a crazy team. See, and I'm just telling y'all what I'm saying. They crazy, bro. This is the type of team you have to drown them, and you got to make sure their eyes are popped out. You got to make sure they not breathing no more. You can't. I'm just telling y'all. I'm telling y'all from looking at the character of this team, bro. This is the crazy team that you can beat them bloody and they gonna keep fighting, bro. So Dallas, you cannot take your foot off the gas. Even if you up by 20, you gotta keep smashing this crazy ass team, bro.
And they back against the wall.
Right. And I'm being all the way on it. I feel more afraid of this game than Green Bay.
Man, you look at it, they remind you of a mix between the Giants and the Bears. They like a mix of them because they got like Malik Neighbors, they got Gary Wilson, they got Russell Wilson, then they had Justin Fields. You know what I'm saying? You got South on the other side over there. Then like the Giants had Dexter Lawrence, you got Quinn Williams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of reminds you of a mirror of that game. And we remember how that game went.
Right.
And it's a desperate team, man. I don't want, and to be honest with y'all, like I kind of felt okay about the tie. I ain't gonna lie, just being real, because I didn't play. If I would have played, I probably should have been a little more pissed. But going into the game, everybody just said we was gonna get destroyed. And that was never my thought. Y'all know I've been dogging out Green Bay, like y'all jumping the gun too quick on them. That's just me. But I ain't gonna lie, the temperament that I've been feeling and hearing from the team, it feel like they feel like we won. So it's like, I don't know if that's good. That's a good recipe for going into this game with that type of mentality, man.
Keeping it real.
I don't know. I hope that they don't feel that way, but you know, the man at the top feel that way. Jerry, like, yeah, we did this, and they didn't think that they thought Green Bay was gonna do this. Like, you hear Jerry talking like that, so of course it's gonna seep into the mind of some of them players, right, boss? Is that fair? That's fair, right?
No, that's fair.
So like, I don't know, man. I just hope that the leader of this team can wheel them in the right direction and have them with the right type of mentality, so they can go in here and put hands and foots on these boys, man, because I want to see a complete game, Dallas. Can we at least see a complete game? A complimentary game? Get out the field on third down sometimes at least. Like, I ain't even asking for much. Force a field goal here and there. Like, my standards for the defense is so low, boss. It's ridiculous. Like, could you at least hold them to a field goal?
Yeah.
Is that asking too much? Look, I let you drive them down the field 80 yards. You know what I'm saying? You did that. Cool. But could you at least hold them to a field goal sometimes, man? I don't think that's asking too much. That's sad. That's the bar right now.
Nah, we at least got to get to that. And then Darius said, "Good work, brothers. Trade for Sauce with the $2 super chat. That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. Like, for real."
Shit, you might want to get Quinn Williams. Shit, that's the dude over there. He's a monster. You know I like him because he out my city. He went to my high school. And his brother.
He raw.
He a monster, man.
He raw. He really is raw. He raw. That's a very good team to raid. Real talk.
Brees Hall too.
Yeah. I still will be for Allen.
Yeah, he hurt
even
too
with the
right
knee.
now.
Yeah, even with the knee.
He might be cheap right now. I liked him out of Wisconsin. I just was telling him about that.
He'll be dope in Dallas. He would be dope. And see, I finally got to watch enough of their games to look at him. He would be dope in Dallas.
And he kind of big, if
What?
I remember right. Yeah, he a big runner, right?
Man.
Like, he was physical. I'm just remembering him from Wisconsin.
Him and Williams would eat.
Yeah.
Him and Williams, ooh, that would be some thunder and thunder. I know, I mean, you know, I like thunder and lightning myself, but I wouldn't be mad at thunder and thunder. I wouldn't, bro. You feel me? I like change of pace. I do.
Dallas might need that, bro, because they've been disrespecting us for too long. Like, we might need to come in here just on some gangster type, demon type.
Man,
like,
I wouldn't be mad at thunder and thunder, bro.
I mean, right now, you talking me into it.
Yeah, because we will be physical, bro. We will be physical. And we will be able to control the clock. Man, you put Allen behind Clayton Adams' run scheme, man, we will be scary, bro. Defenses will be scared to play us, bro. They would be like, damn, they gonna hurt us, bro.
Like, they gonna be buckling up chin scraps and putting in mouthpieces and shit. Like, hey, man, we gotta get ready.
Yeah, I would love it.
Oh yeah, he look like a maniac too. Yeah,
dog, he dope.
He look like a monster.
He dope. He dope.
We need to sign him
and
up.
he would fit. He will fit all the way.
He young. He can take a lot of carries too.
Man, and to Lou say winter. Shit. Hell yeah. Shit.
That's a great idea right there.
Yeah, bro. I'm all for the thunder and thunder. All day.
All day. Need to change the narrative, bro. I'm with you. I ain't even tripping off no change of pace no more. Let's just get gangster with it. Like, we need to be just gangster.
You with that? You with that, bro?
Man, screw it, bro. We gotta change the narrative.
We
gotta change the narrative, bro.
And see, Lou been on that, bro. I want us to be physical, bro. That's why I don't care about 4.2 speed and all that. Fuck that. I don't give a damn about them long runs. I want them dudes that play in and play out. They bring in punishment. That's what I want.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. That boy Williams be making me want to punch somebody.
Don't it?
That boy be running the hell out of the ball.
Hey, man, can you talk to him, Landlord? Can you talk to him?
That dude, man, shit. I ain't gonna lie. I told him, I said, man, he keep this up, I might be ready to fight everybody about Williams. I ain't gonna lie. That boy got I ain't lying, bro. Because think about it. What him made me think, like, you know, a lot of times we take for granted somebody's pedigree. But if they pedigree matching what you seeing, then you start being like, hold on now.
Right.
He might have been like that, Bob.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just keeping it real now.
Yeah.
This dude had 22 touchdowns in college, man. This dude was a second round pick, bro.
He was dope.
As a running back.
No, he was dope.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, and then now he coming out like this.
Yeah.
And most of the time it's been his injury history that's been holding him back.
Yeah. Nah,
and
he dope.
Come out banging.
He dope.
This dude hammering, smashing.
Nah, he dope.
Flows, bro.
He
like,
dope.
I love that type of football. I'm not gonna hold you, but like, we gotta get him some help because if he keep playing like this, we're gonna have to pray that he stay healthy and
right.
last through the season because he on some Marion Barber type time, man. R.I.P. to Marion Barber.
Why people don't have your common sense, bro? Like, I don't get the people that be, but boss, why you talk about running back trade for running back one?
Do you see how this man running?
Dog, we trying to keep Williams, bro. That ain't hating on Williams. That's trying to help Williams, bro. We got to come up with a new name, bro, because trade for RB1 is confusing people.
Yeah.
We need a new name, bro. Like, everybody from this channel know what we mean, but it's people they thinking we insulting Williams. It's like, nah, bro, y'all just come on now. See, the whole ideal of trade for RB1 is shoot high. Shoot to where you actually trying to get somebody even better than Williams. It's nothing wrong with that either. But, you know, Cowboy fans, we like to protect people. We like to, hey, we already have our RB1, boss. It's like, bro, y'all too loyal. Did y'all see what Philly did? Like, Sanders had 1,300 yards and 13 touchdowns. They was like, we can do better.
They did better. It took them a few years. But
yeah.
Look, boss, I told him this, and I swear we can leave after this.
Yeah.
I told him this. I said, bro, when you think about it, Dallas done had 4 different running backs the last 4 years, bro.
Yeah.
So we've been shuffling them too, but we just ain't committed to nobody yet.
Yeah.
Like, we had Zeke, then we went from Zeke to Tony, then we went from Tony to Rico, and now we got Javonte Williams. Like, that's 4 years in a row that we've been shuffling running backs. So, and we ain't drafted one. So, like, Blue, the only running back we done drafted since Tony, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Deuce, but you know. But Deuce, Tony, and Deuce and Tony since when? 2016? That's crazy.
No, that's crazy. And I'm liking these ideas that's coming in. So Common Sense said, better your best. I like that. Take it easy on my back. Special K. Drill said, add RB2. The only reason I don't want to do the add RB2 is I don't want us to shoot low. You know what I mean? I want us to be thinking high. That's the only reason I don't want to put nothing with a 2 on it. Because I want us to be shooting for the stars, bro. Straight up. You know? To where we can really be scary in that backfield, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want it scary, bro. Because if you got a scary backfield, bro, it's going to open up that offense even more. So anyway, man, shit. I think that was our final word, but do you have an official final word, bro?
I think that's it, man. Don't go in here playing around, Dallas. Be focused. We got to get a dub. We done went 2 weeks without one dub. Hey, call it what you want, but that's the truth. So we got to get back in that win column.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And mine would be, you got to win this game. They backs against the wall. Our backs against the wall too. Because Dallas is not going to make no trades if we take another L in the next 2. For real. They go waste Dak's MVP season. They go waste it, bro.
Can't do it, man.
We can't waste Dak playing this good, bro. We cannot. So if there's going to be any hope for trade ideas, we got to win the next 2. It's Boss Land. We out.
Peace.